All right, everybody, come and check this out. This was a video that was taken about an hour ago, pointing out towards the northwest, taken from Simi Valley, and you see the flash of light in the sky out towards the distance. Those are some thunderstorms that pass through the area over into Santa Barbara County in the overnight hours. So this is what's in the forecast today. Monsoon moisture has made a comeback for our area, parts of Southern California under a flood watch. Possibility of some heavy flooding rain over burn scars, some lightning, dangerous lightning, and also some very strong winds. So let's get into the forecast. A reminder that one single bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. So as we go throughout the day, just a reminder, when thunder roars, go indoors. Now, what's happening is that we have those scattered showers and even isolated thunderstorms already on our map. That will continue all the way into the afternoon. So our forecast taking a little bit of a turn. The storms will be isolated, but those that do develop will be moving very slowly, and that's where we have the potential for some flooding, because you have this storm that passes through the area, but it's moving very slowly, and it just continues to dump a lot of rain over the same spot. The other concerns, dry lightning, and those wind gusts could reach speeds up to 60 miles per hour. So let me take you through this. The humidity will be on the rise today. We're going to have dew points in the 60s. It's going to feel muggy. Where you aren't getting any rain, you're going to feel the hot temperatures and the humid conditions. Here we are looking at the weather at 8 a.m. The stormy up in the Antelope Valley, in the San Bernardino Mountains. Can't rule out the chance for a few scattered showers. Here we are looking at the weather at noon. Now, this weather model, I am a fan of when it comes to that monsoon moisture, because even though we're not expecting those heavy downpours over lower elevations, you notice that there is some activity around the middle of the day. So good bet to maybe bring the umbrella with you. As we go through the afternoon, here we are at 5 p.m. We're looking at that activity in the mountains, still seeing that chance for some storms for our friends in the deserts. And here we are tomorrow morning. That stormy weather continues. In fact, tomorrow the chance of rain goes up even more around the Big Bear area. So today and tomorrow are going to be the days where we have the highest chance for those storms. Here we are tomorrow afternoon. You see the storms not only over the mountains, but also in the Inland Empire. So I changed the forecast. I included that chance for rain also in the Inland Empire, not only today, but also tomorrow. And here's another look at one of our weather models. You see the teal color? The teal color is very humid air. So we've got that in our area today, tomorrow, and you notice that the color palette starts to change once we get into Thursday and even Friday. We start to see more of that purple, more of the browns. That is drier air. So our storm chances will go down at the end of the weekend into the weekend. Now, we can't forget that we're still dealing with some heat. So temperatures today in the 90s, some spots in the triple digits inland, and that chance for some showers and isolated thunderstorms. Keep an eye to the sky. At the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, things are looking better, feeling better in the 80s. The marine layer expected to return. The valleys, the Inland Empire, a chance for some scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms today. The Inland Empire, I'm keeping that chance for tomorrow. The weather in the desert, stormy over the next 3 days. Same goes for the low desert. And finally, the forecast in the mountains, a spot where you especially need to be aware of what's happening with the forecast. The chance of storms will continue through the end of the week. That's your weather, everyone. I covered a lot. If you have questions, please reach out. I'm here for you. Scan the QR code for the latest. Hey, Holly.
Hi, Belen. Good morning to you on this Tuesday. Traffic is still light as we inch closer to 5 a.m. I do want to head back to an accident in Linwood I mentioned a few minutes ago, East 105 near Atlantic Avenue. Now we're seeing a little bit of congestion for folks making their way eastbound towards the 710. The update I have for you is the number 1 and 2 lanes are blocked. At this time, no need for an alternate route, but I will let you know if that changes. South 405 Drive, Mission Hills to the 105 will take you just about 23 minutes right now. Speeds in the 70s. Traffic is very light through Van Nuys, Sherman Oaks, and also Bel Air. And then on the West 91 Riverside to Anaheim, this drive almost 50 minutes right now. Speeds in the 50s. Traffic building just a little right near the 15 on the West 91. Well, if you're heading through LA today, there's a traffic alert you need to know about. Caltrans is upgrading bridges near Hollywood and downtown Los Angeles starting today. This is a map of the planned work for 4 bridges on the 101 and 110 freeways. This includes the 101 at Alvarado Street, at Santa Monica Boulevard, and at First, and the 110 at Avenue 60 on and off ramps. Prepare for reduced lanes and the closures of on and off ramps. The work will be finished by 2027. We'll continue to keep you updated. And coming up, I'll take you to downtown Los Angeles at 4:56. You're watching Today on LA.
Longer lines at your local convenience stores because the Powerball jackpot, it is growing once again.
But California is staying golden with luck. See where someone almost scored the entire win last night.
And the heat wave is... Good morning and thank you for joining us. It's Tuesday, September 2nd. I'm Adrian Arambulo.
And I'm Michelle Valles in for Lynette. Let's send it on over to meteorologist Belen de Leon. You're packing a lot into that forecast today.
Yes, there's a lot to get to, so follow me over here to the big screen. Hi, everybody. We're looking at the threat for some storms across the area, checking in with our First Alert radar network, and you see all the lightning activity so early in the morning. We've got monsoon moisture making a comeback today. We'll feel extra humid, and that humidity combined with the heating of the day and the sunshine is going to help a few more showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon. This morning, our friends over in Santa Barbara County waking up to a lot of lightning and also some heavy rain. For the time being, we're not seeing any active weather over Ventura, LA, Orange County, the Inland Empire, or the deserts, but that's going to change. A flood watch has been issued for the San Gabriel Valley and the San Gabriel Mountains, rather, and also the Antelope Valley starting at 11 a.m. this morning, continuing all the way until tomorrow evening. So we're going to have some slow-moving storms capable of producing a heavy rain, a lot of lightning, and some strong damaging winds. We also have to remind you that the temperatures will continue to be hot. Right now, we are in the 70s. We still have a heat wave on our hands and a heat advisory that's in place until this afternoon. So in addition to the heat and taking those precautions, we also have to keep under the sky because we'll have a chance for some pop-up showers and also some isolated thunderstorms anywhere in Southern California. I'll be back to time them out for you. A reminder to scan that QR code for the latest. Now to traffic. Let's say good morning to Holly Hannula.
Good morning, Belen. Happy Tuesday, everyone. A live look from Street Vision. This is the South 101 in the Hollywood area. That drive to downtown LA right now looks really good. Now in Linwood, we're still dealing with a little bit of a backup due to a crash I've been following for over 15 minutes. This is on the East 105 near Atlantic Avenue. Keep in mind, 2 lanes are blocked right now. In downtown LA, it's still quiet. Traffic hasn't hit yet. Things look good on the 110, the 10, the 101, and also from East LA on that North 5 into downtown Los Angeles. West 10 commute 5 to the 405 will take about 11 minutes right now. Speeds in the 60s through downtown LA and also mid-city. And then on the North 710, PCH the 10, light conditions. That drive about 17 minutes. Speeds in the upper 60s through North Long Beach, Paramount, Southgate, Bell, up until you reach the 10. Again, that's just 17 minutes. And coming up, I will check conditions on the West 210 through Glendora. Adrian, over to you.
All right, thank you very much, Holly.
You'll notice more cloud cover today, higher humidity. It's going to feel muggy, a chance for some light showers. But the main stuff doesn't arrive until we get into the afternoon. The stronger storms expected over the mountains and also the deserts, but we may see some isolated thunderstorms for lower elevations as well. So let me take you through the timing. Here we are looking at the weather through 8 a.m. We're looking at lots of high cloud cover with rainy conditions, possibly some isolated storms around the San Bernardino Mountains through Banning Pass and over into the low desert. Now here we are looking at the weather around the middle of the day. We're going to be seeing lots of clouds, some of them even darker, looking at some activity for lower elevations that could be causing some light rain, but the stronger storms again expected in the mountains. As we head into this afternoon, still seeing plenty of cloud cover, a slight chance for some showers over the mountains and also in the deserts. And amigos, this threat for these monsoon storms will continue in our forecast all the way through Wednesday. Here we are looking at the weather tomorrow morning. Storms continue in the mountains. We may even see some activity in the Inland Empire, and here we are tomorrow afternoon with a greater chance of seeing those storms for lower elevations. A reminder that the storms that do develop could contain some heavy downpours, some gusty winds, and also some dangerous lightning. And we have the possibility of seeing those mudslides and debris flow over recent burn scar areas. You can always stay connected with us. Scan that QR code for the latest in the forecast. Now, let's check on the traffic. What's going on, Holly?
All right, good morning to you on this Tuesday. A live look from Street Vision. Jeff Sharping is traveling southbound on the 110, making his way towards the 105. Thankfully, right now at 509, no traffic, lanes wide open, so that's some good news. In Linwood, I have an update on a crash I've been following for over 20 minutes. East 105 near Atlantic Avenue. We have 3 lanes that are open and then 2 lanes that are closed temporarily as they work to clear this wreck. We are seeing some delays that start at Alameda for folks making their way towards the 710. And then from there in Orange County, it's been quiet all morning. Thankfully, conditions still look fantastic on the 91 through Anaheim and Anaheim Hills. No problems through Brea, Fullerton, and Anaheim on the 57. The 55 is clear, as is the 22 through Orange and Garden Grove. And then on the West 210, Glendora to Glendale, that drive about 20 minutes. Speeds in the upper 60s through Azusa, Irwindale, Monrovia, Arcadia, and also Pasadena. Now, the next time you see me, we will check conditions on the West 10 through Colton. Adrian, over to you.
Thank you very much, Holly. 5:10 right now.
That they weren't feeling good because of the air, so he looks like to be in better spirits.
You can see him high-fiving with the customers. You know,
I mean, if I won, I would just keep cash on me at all times and just be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I like you. Here's
Making best friends everywhere you
Don't
go,
tell
right?
anybody you got cash on you, though.
Yeah. I would feed my ego, though, to be like, I got you.
Make it a nice little surprise. I agree with
There you
Belen.
go,
Be a little discreet, you know
There
what I
you
mean?
go. A hundy for you for
Like a
being
boss.
nice.
200.
200. Woo!
I like your dress.
All right. Okay, everyone. Well, let's talk about the forecast, shall we? Yeah, because it's going to be
Serious stuff.
kind of a lottery when it comes to the storms that we get. So let's check on that right now. Satellite and radar showing a lot of activity out to our east. And in the early morning hours, some storms that pass through Santa Barbara County. We've got video with lightning that we showed you a while ago. We're going to have lots of high cloud cover and higher humidity today. And a reminder, we're hanging on to those warm temperatures. Now I'm going to show you what to expect as far as those dangers goes. For our friends in the mountains and deserts, be careful on the roads. This heavy rain could cause some slippery conditions and also some rock slides. Now there is a high chance for some flooding today, the debris flow over burn scars, especially the bridge burn scar. Our Lauren Coronado is out there giving us updates. Winds near where the storms develop could reach speeds up to 60 miles per hour, so those could be damaging. And these storms are coming with a lot of lightning, so a reminder, when thunder roars, go indoors and don't resume any outdoor activities until 30 minutes after you've heard that last boom. Now, on top of that, we also have heat. Today is the last day of this heat advisory. It's in place until 6 p.m. The temperatures yesterday were so toasty. We're going to do it again today, so there's an elevated risk for heat illness. And look at the current temperatures. Right now, we're in the 70s. 70s for the valleys, the Inland Empire, the deserts, Big Bear 52, 60s over in Ventura County. We'll take a look at the afternoon temperatures, and we'll have numbers that are still above normal for this time of year. We're going to have 90s for Long Beach, into Los Angeles, into Anaheim. Another very warm day if you're headed to the amusement parks. Temperatures in the 90s and triple digits for the valleys, the Inland Empire, the deserts. These numbers are above normal for this time of year. And in Big Bear, 75 degrees. So the heat's going to hold on one more day, and then we'll gradually get a cooler weather as we head into the second part of the week. Look at the trend in Van Nuys. 100 today. Wednesday, Thursday is still pretty toasty. And then as we head into the weekend, look at how the temperatures come down into the 80s and also in the 90s. So let's wrap this up with a look at your 7-day forecast. We have a chance for some showers today around the basin. The weather for the rest of the week does look drier and cooler for this area. At the coast, we have a chance for some showers, isolated thunderstorms today. And then the second half of the week does look drier, but we're going to have the return of the marine layer. That's one of the reasons why the temperatures are going to be coming down. And I know you're just starting your work week, but look at the weekend. Temperatures in the 80s and upper 70s, so that's closer to normal for this time of year. Chance for some showers, also some isolated thunderstorms today in the valleys in the Inland Empire. I'm keeping that chance in tomorrow for the Inland Empire. So if you had any outdoor plans for tomorrow, you got to keep an eye on the forecast. Now, at least the temperatures for the second half of the week will be coming down. It'll be a little more comfortable this weekend, upper 80s and low 90s for the valleys and IE. The stormy weather will continue in the deserts today, tomorrow, Thursday. And notice how the temperatures will gradually come down as we head into the weekend. We've got 90s and we've got low 100s for the low desert. And in the mountains, stormy conditions for much of the week with highest chance today and tomorrow. That's how long we're going to have that flood watch in effect. The weather over the weekend does dry up for First weekend of September, temperatures will be in the 70s. That's your weather, everyone. What's happening out there, Holly?
Well, right now, Jeff Sharping is in Street Vision, stuck in a little bit of a backup due to a crash that I've been following for almost 30 minutes now on the East 105 right near Atlantic. As you can see, bumper to bumper conditions getting closer to the 710. I'm hoping this clears shortly. Again, I've been following it for the last 30 minutes, a multi-vehicle wreck. At this time, 2 lanes remain blocked. West 10 Drive, Colton to Pomona will take a little over 30 minutes. Speeds in the 50s. Things are moving through Bloomington, Fontana, Ontario, and also Montclair. And then the Inland Empire getting a little bit busier on the West 210 in the Rancho Cucamonga area, and also on the West 60 through Ontario. And because yesterday was a holiday, we hardly saw any congestion on the West 91 through Corona. On Monday, that's changed. Today, it's getting busier and busier. West 60 Riverside to Diamond Bar, a 30-minute drive, speeds in the 50s. It's clear through Rubidoux and Jurupa Valley. Once you get past the 15, we're starting to see traffic build just a little bit. Coming up in a few, we will check conditions in the valley on the South 405. Adrian and Michelle, over to you.
Thank you, Holly. Well,
Right now at 5:30, a new lifeline for families separated because of immigration enforcement.
for months, we've been covering the raids and arrests across Southern California, and soon some families could get a new round of help: money. Today in LA is live with a motion that LA County leaders will consider today.
Bias and for Lynette.
And I'm Adrian Rambull, and we want to check with Belen. Even in that shot there, Belen, you could see there's a difference this morning when it comes to our weather, right? There's kind of like layers of clouds. It looks a little bit different, and you're tracking some pretty big changes.
Yes. It's going to be an unusual weather day, but let me walk you through what's happening. Hi, everyone. This is video taken earlier from Simi Valley pointing out towards the northwest, and you can see these lightning strikes out there in the distance. This activity was over Santa Barbara County just about an hour and a half ago, and we're seeing that monsoon moisture move into the area. So let's talk about what you can expect as we take this view of satellite and radar, because right now we have that thunderstorm activity just to our east. You can see all of these lightning strikes and all the activity in that video that you saw out to our west. And here in Southern California, well, in the Los Angeles area, we have lots of high cloud cover, we have higher humidity, and we have more storms that are expected as we go throughout the day. In fact, some of those storms could start up late this morning and be capable of producing some flash flooding, especially over the San Gabriel Mountains, the Antelope Valley. Those storms are expected to stay in our forecast all the way through tomorrow evening. So on top of the threat for flooding because of those storms, we also have some high temperatures. We're still under a heat advisory until 6 o'clock this afternoon, so the risk for heat illness is still high. The temperatures right now are in the 70s for most of us, so it's a comfortable start, and it feels muggy already. Here's your day. You're going to notice more cloud cover. You'll notice higher humidity. You're going to notice some hot temperatures inland, and you're going to see those darker, angrier clouds, some of which will produce those strong storms with heavy downpours, strong gusts, and also frequent lightning. I'll be back to walk you through that. Right now, let's get you on the road safely. Here's Holly Hannula.
All right, good morning, Belen. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. A live look from Street Vision of the North 710. This is heading towards the Commerce area. Jeff Sharping driving towards the 5 freeway. A little bit busier, obviously, than yesterday. No longer holiday light, but still traffic is moving nicely right now for folks making their way towards the 5 freeway. Now in Linwood, we still have a wreck in effect. I've been following this for 45 minutes. East 105 near Atlantic Avenue. CHP says 2 lanes are blocked. If you're looking for an alternate route, you can use Rosecrans, Imperial Highway, or the East 91. From there in East LA on the North 5 to the North 710, there's a disabled vehicle on the connector. So we are seeing a little bit of a backup in the Commerce area on the North 5 freeway. South 405, Mission Hills to the 105. This drive still looks good. It's going to take about 25 minutes, speeds in the upper 60s through Van Nuys, Sherman Oaks, and also Bel Air. Now, the next time you see me, we'll check conditions on the West 91 through Corona. Over to you, Michelle.
See you soon, Holly.